Well, the Royal Court has had this extraordinary relationship with South Africa that goes back to 1973, more or less. You know, during very height of apartheid, and where the plays, well, the play Sizwe Bansi is Dead by Atul Fugard came to the Royal Court. I mean, it was banned in South Africa, and it was produced in the theatre upstairs, the very same place where we're doing Mongi's play.
I would say that this story carries the bones of my experience, which is the basic things of what happened to me this one night in Joburg, one Friday night.
He's on a night out and he meets this cool girl called Skin, and and they sort of, I guess the night sort of spirals out of control.
I think it's very much a play that really looks at this new generation and who are they now and what are they supposed to be thinking now.
You look at South African politics right now, it's around the young people, the whole Fees Must Fall campaign. The youth are beginning to take their own power, and the older generation are having to come to terms with what that means. Like they created this freedom, we grew up in it, and now we're taking parts of it over and demanding that it comes true, that the rainbow dream comes true.
That's a very silent war in the country at the moment, where the guys who went to fight feel like they, when the country was given back, they were just pushed aside to say, you don't really matter, you know, the educated matter.
You've got the so-called born frees, which are, you know, Benjamin's generation, who are sort of entitled to their freedom and how they define their freedom in our current political dispensation. And then you've got the older generation, that of Buteles, who are saying, we fought for your freedom and we are entitled to this. So for me, what's interesting is that clash of fundamentalisms, so to speak.
Buteles sets out through the course of the play to teach Ben who he is, and he tries to sort of, you know, bring out the South Africanness in him, which he might have put to rest, which is kind of so and it's kind of what I feel like his character struggles to deal with, seeing a young black South African guy who his generation would have fought for, who now has no real appreciation, understanding for his for the language or the background.
What I was going to say, this is what I loved about the play. It was about identity, it was about disconnection of language, and those were the things when I know what that is. We're both children of South Africa, brought up in exile. What I totally got is that thing, when I did go to South Africa, my name is Noma Dumezweni, or Noma Wushe Tandiwe Dumezweni. People know that and they start to speak to me in Xhosa or Zulu, and I go blank-eyed and kind of go, I'm sorry, I speak English. Because there is a disconnect.
So you're getting a glimpse inside to these different worlds, these different languages, and how these people relate to each other. And I think that's a really powerful thing, because South Africa is actually still going through that change.
It just kind of brings it home how easy it is for us not to understand each other in South Africa. Just the conversations that we need to keep having for the country to heal are going to take a couple of generations.